All right, Zatima fans. Now, it's been brought to my attention. This news is like maybe close to half a week old. I had no idea, but it just goes to show that you all do some investigative digging. And the character descriptions for 16 cast members, or should I say 16 characters of Zatima have been revealed. I could not find a full article because everybody who sent me this information only sent me screenshots, and if I'm able to find like the article and whatnot prior to me posting the video, I'll go ahead and source it in the comment section below. But hopefully you'll be cool with me just reading the character listings of the character name, their brief description, like age range, things like that, and a breakdown of their character. And on top of that, this is just like when I did the 22 new characters for Sistas season 4, but here we are with 16 new characters for Zatima season 1. And with that being said, let's start off with Angela. A woman in their 30s, very stylish, hip, and beautiful. Fatima's best female friend, Angela, is dating Jake. So, Angela is the woman Jake was referencing before he went to play basketball with Zach. Hey, I need to go talk to my girl. I think he called her Angie, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, Angela is dating Jake. Also, side note, some of these characters, way back in November of last year, when Murphy's Multiverse did an article, it had a few of the characters, but I guess this is like the expansive cast, or the extended listing, if you will. Alright, so yeah, Angela and Jake are an item. But she has no idea that Jake's best friend Zach is the man who is moving in with Fatima. Well, technically Fatima's moving in with him, but whatever. After meeting with Fatima and getting the full story of their whirlwind romance, she demands to be introduced to Zach, and instantly realizes that she's heard all about the shady corners of his life from Jake, series regular. So I'm guessing that Angela heard from Jake probably everything from him being locked up, child support, possibly even knows about the insider trading stuff. So yeah, you could just say that based on Jake's description, it's highly unlikely that Angela has the best first impression of Zach based off of what she heard, which is an interesting contrast to, let's say, how Zach describes his relationship with Fatima. Like, for example, when Gary was asking, wait, did Fatima say anything about me? Yo, as my man, as soon as I get off this basketball court, I ain't gonna be thinking about you. Me and my girl, we're just gonna be, together. We ain't talking about nobody else. Basically because to stay away from the drama. So I wonder if, Jake is kind of on the opposing side of, well, maybe he didn't like blab everything to Angela on purpose, so to speak. But maybe after learning about Zach in terms of, wait, Fatima's moving in with some dude named Zach, or Zach's moving in with Fatima. And then Jake's like, yeah, Zach, I know Zach. Wait, what? Jake just goes on to describe it. And as a result, Angela doesn't have the best, thoughts about her best friend's new boyfriend. Okay, Nathan, male, black, late 20s, early 30s. Good looking, and that's the end of the description. A basketball buddy of Zach's, Nathan is married to Carolyn, who treats him like a dog on a short leash. The father of her kids, Nathan has to jump when Carolyn orders him back home because the kids are driving her crazy. He ends up cheating on her with a stripper, which could be Deja. That's the character who buys the other half of Zach's duplex. And Nathan is a recurring role. So, wow. Cheater. If you've watched any of my Zatima videos where I talk about the episode synopsis and whatnot, you know who Belinda is. Female, black, late 20s, early 30s. A very close friend of Fatima's, Belinda is excited when Fatima invites her and Angela over to meet Zach. So it looks like both Angela and Belinda come over to meet Zach and get an impression at the same time. Okay. Now they look him over and give Fatima her. Yeah, this reminds me of a video I looked at about how when it comes to a man dating a woman, it isn't really about the parents' approval. It's about the woman's sisterhood. Like, if the sisterhood approves, then, okay, whatever. Okay, let me reread that again. I got sidetracked. Belinda is excited when Fatima invites her and Angela over to meet Zach and look him over and give Fatima her approval. But when she shows up at the door, Belinda's mood goes instantly foul because Zach is one of her ex-lovers. Tony, male, black, late 20s or early 30s, another of Zach's basketball buddies. Tony has an extremely negative view of marriage. He regards love as just another of the pitfalls that stops a man from having a rich, full sex life. He's pretty bitter when Zach announces that he's moving in with Fatima. Oh, I guess, look, I guess the proper protocol is like, hey, even though Zach is the one buying the house and whatnot, they are moving in together as opposed to Zach's moving in first, then Fatima. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Whatever. Deja. Again, let's talk about Deja. Female, black, late 20s or in their 30s. A beautiful young woman that is so impressed by Zach's duplex, she wants to rent it on the spot. She gives him all her credit info and is ready to write him whatever check he requires. She's single and remarks that she's glad that there's such a strong man who will be living right next door. A comment that hints at trouble down the line. As we know, Deja is a nail technician by day and a high-class stripper by night. And going back, I believe Nathan might end up cheating on his wife, Carolyn, with Deja, possibly. Okay, then we got more characters. Kelly, female, 30s, black, professional, efficient. Kelly works the reception at Benson, Jones, and Leland law firm. She informs Fatima that there is somewhere there to see her. When she sees Fatima's reaction to her visitor, she asks if she wants her to ask him to leave. Possibly the Ian. I haven't got that far in the character list yet because I'm literally reading this for the first time. But I believe Ian is the name of the guy who broke her heart before. Benson, Jones, and Leland Law Firm. I think that's the name of the law firm Fatima and Andy work at in Hayden. I could be wrong, but it feels like an eternity since we heard the name of the law firm. And also, yeah, I completely believe that we will have shots at the law firm that don't include Andy or Hayden. It could be Fatima at work. Kelly is black. I mean, I remember back in season 1, it was said that Andy was the only black female lawyer. Fatima was her secretary. Hayden works in taxes and whatnot, and so does Mike from Bruh. So I thought it was just those 4. I don't know. Maybe there's another person there. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Gretchen, female, 30s to 40s, black, all business professional. Gretchen is an investigator with the Securities Exchange Commission. Straight to the point, she doesn't take any bull. She's tough and sticks to her guns as she interviews Zach. Securities Exchange Commission, straight to the point. Interviews Zach. I don't think, to my knowledge, I don't think Zach will be trying to get a job, but maybe it has to do with like security for his duplex. I don't know. Diamond, female, 20s to 30s, black, an irresistible stripper at the club where Heather works. Heather Lee Jennings? She wrongfully assumes that Fatima is a new dancer who will give her unwanted competition. Just gonna throw it out there, but I wonder if Club Eden, aka All the Queen's Men, if that is the club. I mean, if it isn't, I wonder if it's a situation where they'll just, recycle the, the Club Eden set, which I don't blame them if they do. That'll be interesting. So I guess we will be going to a strip club. This is BET Plus, so I'm not surprised. So an irresistible. Well, Diamond could actually be the stripper that Nathan cheats on his wife with. So it could either be Deja or Diamond. Okay, let's keep it going. Valerie, female, 30s, black. She's a successful realtor who is wowed by the work that Zach has done on his house. When she learns he's intending to flip properties, she offers to put together a list for him. I think Renee was the name of Kay Singleton's character, the realtor from Sistas, aka the second lady on the Oval. So I think Valerie is a new character. So yeah, we know Zach is intending to make his own kind of chain breakers. Okay, you all know by now Jeremiah, male, black, late 30s, early 40s, unkempt, I don't know. A bit of a character. Zach's brother. He shows up at Zach's place looking for him. He clearly has no idea where Zach is. He gives off a weird vibe with Fatima, asking for Zach's phone number, commenting on how posh the place is, and asking to come in and look around. Oh, snap. I think he's in 3 episodes based on information I got months ago. Okay, I guess this is a club bouncer, open ethnicity in their 30s, a bouncer at the strip club where Heather and Diamond work. He has given Fatima permission to go backstage and confront Heather. So this could indeed be about the baby mama situation. Well, we know Fatima gets down to business. I mean, just a brief segue. I did some research and I was like, okay, so how long does it take for like a DNA test, like a paternity test? And typically a DNA test could take up to like 3 weeks. But depending on the laboratory, it could take a matter of, couple of business days. But if, the right people have the right connections, it could be about 24 hours or less. So it's just one of those situations where maybe Fatima's getting down to business, trying to figure out, if Heather is really the baby dad, or excuse me, if Heather really is Zach's baby mama, or is there some sort of, situation going on she doesn't know about. I just hope that, like on Sisters, the fact that it seems that Hayden could be innocent when it comes to this Heather baby daddy situation for child support. Instead of busting up somebody's car and whatnot, Fatima gets all the facts straight first before confronting somebody. So we got some interesting situations here. Even though I haven't gotten to it yet, I do hope we get a freaking character description for Heather. Gigi, female, 30s, black. Fatima's regular hairdresser. Yeah, because we know sure as hell ain't Karen. She's a giggling, gossipy young woman who shares some dishy information with Fatima that she probably shouldn't. So basically it seems like it's a mix of Karen and Pam. Karen in that she does hair, Pam in that she's a gossip. Cal, male, 20s, black. He's a gay hairdresser in Fatima's salon who loves to gossip and spill tea. He offers some juicy information about Fatima's friend Belinda. Okay, interesting. Could she be cheating or something? I mean, there was that one episode synopsis where I think Fatima catches Zach and Belinda in a compromising position. Jerome, male, 30s, black. This wealthy sports star. Why does that remind me of Gary? Remember way back when it was like, oh, he was a professional athlete. Okay, this wealthy sports star is giving a huge wild party at his mansion. Okay. First of all, this dude is already a winner to me due to the fact that unlike so many other characters in these shows like Gary from Sisters, or I forget his name, but he was like the top football player in the game reboot, the one who was like holding out until he got a better deal. We hear about how successful and rich these people are, but to see a mansion, finally. Okay. Hopefully I'm not overselling it because it would be pretty embarrassing if we don't see a mansion here and I'm giving praise. All right. He's spending money like water and has hired strippers, including Deja, for the occasion. Zach's pals conjecture that the way he's going, he'll be stone broke in 5 years. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Margaret, female, 30s, black. Warm and sweet, she calls Fatima to talk about Ian. Ian is the guy who she had her heart broken by. Warm and sweet, she calls Fatima to talk about Ian, who is dying of cancer. She has nothing but complimentary things to say about Fatima and laments that Ian should have married her. So, is this Ian's wife? She tells Fatima that it will mean the world to her and Ian if she would join them for dinner. So I think this could be Ian's wife. And I guess Ian just talked about Fatima like, oh, wow, she was this, she was that. But then again, maybe it's a good thing they didn't get married, because if they did, you know, she would have to go through having her husband die of cancer. So I wonder if Fatima was, I wonder if it was like a Karen and Zach thing where, you know, Karen was with Aaron, but she was always saying Zach's name. I wonder if the same thing could be said about this. I don't know. And then the final character is Laurie, female, black, in her 30s, Nathan's wife. And if I go all the way back, Nathan is basketball buddy. Wait a minute. I thought Nathan was married to Carolyn. Why is it Laurie? I don't know. Maybe it's a name change. I don't know. Whatever. So Laurie / Carolyn, Nathan's wife, volcanic with rage. She is convinced that her husband's cheating on her, and she demands the right to search the home of Zach and Fatima. For what? After tearing the place apart, Laurie is profoundly apologetic, but in fact, her rotten dog of a husband is banging a stripper in the backyard hot tub. Oh, so he must be banging Deja, since Deja lives on the other part of the duplex. So she probably figured out the address, but then got it mixed up in terms of which half of the duplex it is. So, holy crap. So, folks, that was the description for 16 characters coming to the Zatima series. Wow. We got an interesting assortment, from strippers to a couple of people from Zach's basketball buddy group to Fatima's friend group. We pretty much see Fatima's, you know, daily life, like Kelly, who works at the law firm, a couple people that go to work at the salon she frequents, and, you know, and so on. So yeah, seems pretty interesting to me. I think that for me, I'm most intrigued by the fact that we know that from one depiction, Fatima is going to confront Heather, and that's probably going to be more interesting than one would expect. So, with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in, and if there's any other information about Zatima that comes my way, I will definitely report on it. Or if you come across anything, feel free to hit me up on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.